The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, each won just 1 with the Lakers. Elgin Baylor didn't win any. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans because when you see the likes of Kobe or Michael Jordan, they won all their championships in the same city. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
James Harden at the controls. JaVale McGee, huge block. That's his first of the game.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Ball. His first effort off the mark. Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Good start. He's made his first shot. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
That no good off the mark. To P.J. Tucker. Count the basket inside.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Kuz at the controls. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47, but that was before the King headed out west. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
West is loaded, so if you don't get over 50, if you're the Lakers, are you still in the playoffs?
I think the Lakers will probably be a 6th seed. Yes, they will be in the playoffs this year.
First free throw is good.
My fault, bad shot.
Able to convert on both free throws. Ball with it up top. They're down 3. Whoa, what a finish.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Houston takes over.
Hey, lock up.
Paul. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Lonzo with it. Down by 1. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Not today.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
LeBron shot, that's no good. To P.J. Tucker. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Harden to Paul. Pulls up for 2. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden to Anthony. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. JaVale McGee sends it away. Second block in this quarter.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Ball to James. Here's a chance from long range, and the Rockets have the rebound. Ball into the front court. Leads just a point. Ball with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Paul across the timeline. They can go 2-for-1 if they hurry. 2-point shot for James Harden. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Stuffs it down with authority. Deep 3 at the buzzer, and it's no good as time's run out here in the first quarter. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
A feeling out process between each teams, and also, Ed, a feeling out process with the referees. A lot of quick whistles. The game is being called differently. Look to see how both teams adjust.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not the most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Can't slam it down. Paul with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Gets it in the left corner. Harden smothering D. Caldwell Pope. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rockets have the ball. Chance for Paul, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Rondo. It's no good. Shots not going down to Caldwell Pope. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Count the bucket for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Anthony. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Ball into the front court. 5-point game. Lonzo Ball connects. They sag off someone whose shot is only improving, and Lonzo delivers.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
To Beasley. That's blocked by Nene.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Carter Williams with it up top. Up 6. Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 4 for 6.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game, the lowest total of his 15-year career.
Wow. Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument that the Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. But also, I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season. But those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
LeBron James, 4 out of 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. His team down 9. Kyle Kuzma, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took LA by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
Chance here for LeBron. Gets a look, can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
17-footer at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Rockets in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Lonzo Ball tips it. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Caldwell Pope. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
James Harden, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Paul into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. Inside, he scores.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. No! Kuzma to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Paul to Anthony. JaVale McGee with a piece. Ooh, 5 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Anthony. JaVale McGee pins it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Trying to cash in. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. With that, he's 5 for 9. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
To P.J. Tucker. Paul. JaVale McGee sends it away. Make that 7.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Down low, Capella. Clint Capella. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Paul. Over to the right side. To Paul. Nene. Gordon to the basket, but a shot no good. Ball with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. Now Paul with the basketball. His team up by 1. Gordon shot, no good. Lakers at the controls right now. Ball to James. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. Ah, but you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Paul. From long range. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong. Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. That ends the third quarter, and this one's all tied up. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they made a heck of a run to get back in this game. And here we are, all tied up.
And Ed, just because the game is happening at 1,000 miles per hour doesn't mean that the team participating in it needs to play at 1,000 miles per hour. They are way more composed in the third quarter.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To the outside, to P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker. To Paul. To Capella. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
James into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Drills the three. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Harden buries it on the catch and shoot. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Paul into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Harden. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on you.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. That one out of bounds off a rocket, so it stays with the LA Lakers. James to Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul across the timeline. They lead it. 4-point game. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Ball to Caldwell Pope. Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Looking to push. Harden. It's LeBron with the rebound. Lonzo with it. The deficit is 6. Lets it fly from long range. The follow won't go either. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
It's Rockets ball. James Harden trying to cash in. Knocks it down off the step back. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule, for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
To James. For 3, you give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Paul.
The first foul in the
Anthony. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Caldwell Pope. To ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Paul with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Goes to the left side. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Paul, nice pass to set things up. Throws it down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
From 18 feet at the buzzer, it's the Rockets who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.